How do we orient our thinking to be part of future projects that combine respect for the environment, economic development, and prosperity? Here is the 4P method to apply in our personal and professional projects. Proximate, panorama, pull back, perspective is an exploratory approach that allows a better understanding of the subject studied, its environment, and its evolution. It is essentially based on questioning. Einstein said, "If I had an hour to solve a problem on which my life depended, I would spend the first 55 minutes looking for the best question to ask myself, and when I found it, I would only need 5 minutes to answer it." Let's look closely at the 4 Ps and an example of their application. How an architect applied the 4 Ps to renovate a house. P1, proximate, consists of closely examining the subject studied to understand it from the inside. What are its constituent elements, its essence, its history? Analyzing the subject internally to understand it in a simple and synthetic way. The architect studied the existing house from the inside, building components, plans, layout. He gathered all possible information to determine what to keep, save, rehabilitate, reuse, and recycle. P2, panorama, is to develop a 3D vision of the subject by describing and characterizing it, this time from an external point of view. The architect then analyzed the house from the outside, studied its facades, its orientation, its aesthetics. The goal was to capitalize on its initial design and its assets for a better rendering. P3, pull back. Analyze the articulation of the subject within its environment, leading to situating it in a global landscape while perceiving its role in relation to other elements. In this third stage, the architect broadened the scope of the analysis to include the entire neighborhood and then the whole city. He identified an architectural trend in this neighborhood which was not necessarily easily visible and integrated it into his design. He also found a local factory of recycled building materials. P4, perspective, allows questioning possible futures, the evolution of the subject, by exploring many scenarios. The architect discovered that municipal law is in preparation to encourage the installation of photovoltaic panels through tax incentives. He therefore designed the new roof so that it can be adapted and integrated with photovoltaic panels. The technical choices made will thus enable the client to adapt to several future scenarios. The final solution proposed is to renovate the house to make it more durable, modern, aesthetic, and consistent with its environment. The 4 Ps allows us to approach the many problems we encounter in our daily lives in a different way. It helps us influence the choices we make and the way we think. It allows us to question our behavior, our way of being, and of living. The 4 Ps allows each person to be at the heart of his or her own interests. Its mission is then to adapt to the values of the individual to better resolve his or her conflicts. Subscribe to our channel.